Hi, I'm Tyler Hynum, and you're watching StormTV.
Driving all the way through the neutral zone. Garcia takes it away and clears the zone. Steelers stretch far side. Run around the black balls, bounce out in front, crazy play! And for all the good work the Storm put in, it's an odd play off a stanchion.
Well, it's a freak moment of bad luck, Max. Goalie goes round to play, gets a bad bounce off the backboards. Really sold him a lie there, comes back out in front of him and he is not unable to protect his crease.
Just a really, really unfortunate play, falls kindly for the Steelers. And they're on the board first, it's 1-0 in favour of the visiting team. Storm need to put that moment of madness behind them and continue doing what they've been doing in the first period. Hughes. Drop pass to Morrow. Over across the bed, just couldn't find and dial in the crosshairs. Now shot, top corner, back on the board. Even game. Chase Harrison for the Storm.
How's that for a Selly, Max, as well?
It was indeed. I might have got the name right. Might have been Derflinger. I saw a 6.
I can see a 16. It is Jake Derflinger.
Corrections on me. It's the man of the hour. It's the man of the season so far for the Storm. They gets them back on the board. Jake Derflinger, number 16, with the goal. Storm have done well to keep him quiet as Hynum's chasing on the forecheck. All the way through, and a quick shot from Saucerman.
Saucerman trying to go coast to coast there. A little update on that goal scored by the Manchester Storm. I can report that Ryan Hughes got an assist on that play, which means Ryan Hughes is still the points leader in the Challenge Cup for the Manchester Storm, if that's a statistic that you are monitoring.
Steelers turnover in the zone. Tight angle trying to drive around the back door, and it's under the pads of Venninger. Had to stay alert and push side to side and got the pillows down and covered up.
And that's a great save. It's a great bit of defensive work as well from Zach Sullivan. Comes back, he realizes that they're outnumbered in their own defensive zone as there were 2 players rushing in unmarked for the Sheffield Steelers. I couldn't see who the player was, but if we found them, then Everitt Venninger would have been left all alone there.
Morrow has to turn back in his own zone. Pass ahead. Dawu. Chip and chase on the back of the goal. Di Filippo out to help it round. Yolette's there, wide open net. Shot in the back of the net! Had a crazy moment for the first goal and a crazy moment now for the second for the Storm. They're in the lead in this game. Not sure who got the final touch.
I think it was Jake Derflinger again.
All alone out in front, nobody marked him, and Di Filippo was nowhere in his net, nowhere in sight. He's round the back of the goal trying to help it out. Gets taken away, flung in front of the net, and that final little touch we see from the overhead cam. Second on the night. Storm ahead 2-1 on the score sheet. Storm looking to play more from behind that red goal line. Going corner to corner more often. Sullivan tracks that one out of the air, and Hynum's into it with Saucerman. The gloves are off. Both guys tied up at the moment. Saucerman takes Hynum down and gets on top, gets the takedown. Wasn't too much in that one. Both guys having a bit of a conversation, but more of a tie-up and a scramble than much of a fight.
Yeah, I think the legs just went from underneath Hynum as the things could really start to get going. Annoyingly so, happening right underneath the camera, but we are able to get a good angle of it.
Derflinger taps that one out of the air, but can't continue ahead. Steelers quickly back into the corner. Ridden hard into the ball, squirts free and covered up by Everitt Venninger.
It'll be in the Storm's best interest to go into the period intermission. A goal to the good. There's going to be about 1 minute and 40 to play in this second period. Sorry.
Fake shot, looking for a redirect in front. Point to point pass, top of the circles, cuts inside a little and shot, rebound, scramble play, puck into the corner. Venninger did enough. Pass across, wide open shot, save. Falling down on the rebound, still loose, now gathered up out of the skates of the Steelers player.
Wenninger there will be very, very glad to hear the sound of the whistle go. He's had a bit of a tough start to this period, I would say. That's about as up and down as you can get as a goaltender.
Absolutely flying around the place. As we watch again from the overhead cam.
I was almost about to say he did well and stood tall, but he wasn't really standing.
Well, cross crease pass, that one taken away. Coming together behind the back of the net. And more pushing and shoving.
Gloves not dropped this time between
No.
Brian Hughes and somebody.
I believe it's Daniel Levins.
That would be my guess as well.
Not sure if anybody at home can do any lip reading, but might be able to sense the tension from Mr. Hughes as Levins took exception to the slash.
We have a perfect camera placement for that, don't we?
We do indeed, and cooler heads will prevail this time. Steelers could take advantage. Pass across to Whistle, bats that one down out of the air, cuts in, shot. That's in the back of the net. Second goal of the night for the Steelers. From a broken play down below their goal line, to right back down the other end, and a quick shot that finds the way past Evan Wenninger.
Well, from a Storm perspective, that can be what happens. You take the risk when you're a defenseman jumping up on the play. CJ Garcia took that risk, and I knew that when I saw three players in one sort of small congealed area in their offensive zone, if the puck gets overturned and goes down the other way, the Storm are going to be in trouble. I think Owen Griffiths there playing defenseman for a little bit, trying his best, but couldn't really do anything, as the Sheffield Steelers are a team you don't want to give chances like that to very often, Max.
Possession in their own end.
Beware of commentators' curse, but the penalty kills look good so far tonight. 2 for 2.
They have indeed, as they're coming together in neutral ice. Okay, so joining us for a little bit of period analysis is Robert Greeley, special guest for tonight. Not your first time here in the Storm shelter. How's this game looking for you?
Honestly, it's been great. It's nice to see some familiar faces and some new ones to get a little bit of an introduction. I think what's been really impressive with the Storm, especially for a European hockey franchise, is that they've kept a lot of their players from last season, right? You kind of see a lot of European teams be a quick revolving door, guys only there 1-2 years, but the Storm have really done a good job at keeping guys here, so it's nice for me to come back and see good friends.
Yeah, sure thing. Just a little bit more about this, about the game and what you've seen action-wise. How do you see this one going?
Honestly, you've put yourself in the third period to defeat a team that is shocking Europe right now, to put it bluntly, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
What Sheffield has done is really impressive. I mean, I got to see that Haleftio team play the Swedish champions that they beat there the other night. I haven't been fortunate enough to go and see that Zurich club that they brought into the shootout with, but obviously we know as hockey fans how good the Swiss are in that league, and the fact that the Storm have put themselves in a situation to kind of steal a Challenge Cup game against them, I think is absolutely fantastic.
Sure. Talk a little bit about yourself and where people can find you. I know we did an interview with you earlier with Aiden on the ice, but kind of like where did that all kind of start for you, and where's the journey taking you?
Honestly, this is all I ever wanted to do. I told my third grade teacher I wanted to be a storyteller, and I think this is just modern day storytelling.
Love it.
I've been living the dream. I've been working in sport ever since I was 15. Honestly, I love being in front of the camera. I love doing stuff like this. However, you know, sometimes it's just you got to go and do your own thing, and I was fortunate enough to come cross paths with a very talented YouTuber who took me under his wing and kind of gave me the ropes and showed me the infrastructure of it all, and I had the idea of, hey, you know what, let's build my own thing on YouTube, and while I'm waiting for maybe a broadcast TV job, let's go and have some fun. And been really blessed to just have some really talented friends who play all throughout Europe, and I was like, yeah, let's kind of go around and follow them around with a camera, and it seemed to resonate with people, which is just such a blessing. And it's all on my YouTube channel, the full thing, and obviously we do clips on Instagram and everything like that as well.
Yeah, of course. Of course, if you want to go and find Robert, you can quite easily do so over on his Instagram. We'll put it out across all of our social medias as well. It will be easy to find him and follow him. I've watched a handful of videos of yours, obviously the one you did last year with the Storm, and fantastic content. Can't say anything more than that. It's absolutely fantastic. It's great to watch. I really will. Big praise for yourself, my friend.
I appreciate it. And you know what? I think that's just credit to the product that you guys have done, right? If you're enjoying it, that means that the atmosphere is great. And so it's just more of a credit of, you know, the product that you guys have built over here in the United Kingdom for hockey.
Yeah, and you said earlier you were from Newfoundland.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're a Growlers fan?
I was, you know, I got a lot of buddies who played on that team.
Oh,
and,
okay.
I mean, unfortunately, the team's not there anymore.
I know.
Love to see hockey back on the island. I mean, Newfoundland is just such a special place, and I kind of referenced it on the ice earlier. You know, we were the last province to join Canada, so there's definitely a lot of ties with the UK, not to bore people with some history, but it's always been really cool for me growing up and learning about, you know, a few of the things of how, you know, it is over here, and now for me to be fortunate enough to actually get to travel throughout this beautiful place. It's really, really special, and it's cool to see because it feels like home away from home kind of thing.
Well, we try and make it as hospitality as possible for you, but I think that's all the time we've got for. So enjoy the third period when it comes up shortly, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Cheers, Rob. Rebound off the balls, too hot to handle. Heinum steps in through the middle, backhand just wide, far side. Just couldn't find that top corner. Goes for the middle again. Pad save, rebounds there. Pressure mounting from the Storm. Pass across was off the skate, and Steelers have numbers through the neutral zone. In behind on the breakaway, Robert Dowd, shot save! And denied. The elusive point for the number 75. Spoiler of the party, Evan Vendinger, as we're watching again from behind the back of the goal. Right down Main Street. Tried to go 5-hole. Evan Vendinger shuts the door and denies Robert Dowd a historic point. Derflinger for help, long stretch pass. Zach Milton in over the line cleanly. Estevez following up in the back of the goal. It's 3-2. It's Gianluca Estevez. A stretch pass from the number 16, no less. Up to Zach Milton at the blue line. Pass through the middle. Gianluca Estevez has all the time in the world to pick his corner, and boy did he. Streaking it past Di Filippo on the blocker side. Makes it 3-2 on the night. Storm regain the lead. Lifted to the line, in onside. Hughes cuts to the middle, nice little play, falling shot. I think he batted that one out of the air.
That would have been some goal.
Still went wide. That looks like something out of a video game. In front of the benches. Stretch pass across far side. Drop pass at the line, looking for a tip in front. Tip by his own player. Meninga has the puck sealed along the goal. Whistle's not gone just yet. Now it has. That is going to draw a crowd and a bit of extra pushing, I think.
Well, how many saves can you count there, Max? 1, 2, 3, 4. So many whacks at it. Meninga does so well to keep his pad against the post there. Squeezing his leg against the post to make sure that the puck doesn't squirt through.
We'll get a great view from the overhead cam here.
1, 2, 3. Then the defenseman comes in to help him out. I think that's 3 or 4 saves from Meninga there.
And as much as he's got the post sealed, he hasn't got the puck sealed. So the pad of Evan Vendinger. We have had an early call for player of the game. I'll get to that in a minute over on X as plays back underway. Steelers try and force down the boards. Pass to the bumper spot right out in front. All alone, backhands in the back of the net. And it's tied up yet again, 3-3. Steelers been working on something like that all the way through the game, and this way it comes to fruition. Quick little play and a backhand from Watling. Finds a Steeler player all alone in front of Vendinger, and he cuts in front of the blue paint and backhands over the blocker hand. Back across the grain.
Well, it's Mikko Jusula that gets the goal, and it's sneaky play, isn't it? Being able to just find himself lost out in front. The puck squirts free to him from a good pass, as you mentioned. Found all alone to have a really good backhand dish past the very good performing Evan Vendinger, it must be said.
Estevez turns away from the goal. Right out in front. Noah Carroll just raises it too high and hits the glass behind the goal. CJ Garcia, he'll start out. Got Heinum arriving late at the back door. Can he find him? Touch to the back door. Can't get a stick on it.
Well, it's one of those where Heinum manages to get in the net. He takes a man with him, Patrick Watling, who hasn't got up yet.
I think he may have rode into the post as we'll watch again on the overhead cam. Ooh, right into the midsection. There's not much padding there. It's where the shorts meet the chest protector, and if that's caught him in the hip or the kidney, that's gonna sting. That's gonna really hurt.
Too much time.
Tansley on offense. Drop pass is given away. Hibert's there. Gets behind Ciampini. Can he cut in front? Shot saved. Still loose in front on the backhand. It's in the back of the net. It's in the goal. Overtime winner. And from a scramble play, the bench clears. And it's Storm with the extras tonight. 4-3 over the Steelers. Grant Hibert with the final touch.
Grant Hibert.
Officials are making their way slowly back to the ice.
Get ready for the announcement. The Storm shelter could go one of two ways.
We're looking for a point from the official to the centre ice. And just listen for the cheer either way. No goal is the call. Hold on to your hats, folks. We have a washout on the ice. No goal given. Steelers trying to curl inside. Dawu gets the leg down and blocks that one. Pass across to Derflinger ahead. Storm are in. Pass back to Derflinger. Backhands there around the back of the goal.
The commentary for Storm tonight.
To go first. Dawu takes the puck from centre. Drives left. Cuts across the middle. Couple of hand moves and in. Low glove side.
Boris Abu's come in as he brings it in on his forehand. Can he release it? It's off the post. Wenninger does enough to try and make him go the far side. Whistle.
Number 92 for the Storm with speed. Takes up the puck, goes left again. Couple of little deeps, cuts to the middle, slows up completely, goes 5-hole, completely freezes the netminder. It's 2-0 in the shootout for the Storm.
Mitchell Barmas now with it all to do. He has to score. Works his way in slowly. Gets into the paint, and it's stopped by Evan Wenninger. Got down there and made the kick save. It's 2-0 on the shootout to the Manchester Storm. And now you've got to think that if he scores this, it's all over, Max. Jake Derflinger.
Jake Derflinger indeed. Number 16 steps up with speed.
These aren't moves. These are a chance for Miko Usila from the Sheffield Steelers. Again, needing to score. It's 2-0 to the Storm at the minute. What will it be now? It's 2-1. A very well-placed shot there from Miko Usila. I believe high over the left shoulder. And a well-placed shot like that will beat even the most competent of goaltenders. Marco Valoran is out for the Sheffield Steelers. Can he tie things up? The Storm shelter not exactly willing him on. Will he take an early shot? He won't. He'll try and go again, and it's saved by Wenninger. And the Manchester Storm have won it in the shootout.
Emphatic celebration from the number 35. Of course, waits out. Marco Valoran tried to make a play to the backhand. It was no good. Denied. And Steelers will feel fairly hard done by.
And as I try and wonder how much of my breath I have left after this game, Wenninger being congratulated by his entire team, and rightly so. And do you know what, Max? I think he's done enough there to earn player of the match.
And I wanna go home.